Hey, hey, okay. Let me know if everything is working. Today I'm doing the Facebook Live on my computer after a really long time. Normally I use my phone. And today I decided to come up here without any preparation. And we are just gonna play with cards, and I'm gonna tell you everything that I am receiving for this time. So this Facebook Live is about this full moon, and which was yesterday, and Winter Solstice. I also posted in the group 2 rituals that you can do. One is for the full moon, and the other one is for the Winter Solstice. I really liked the one for the Winter Solstice. So if you will do the ritual, let me know how it was for you. Would love to get your feedback. So this full moon is in Gemini, and I did a mistake because after that the moon is entering the Cancer. But anyway, we are gonna use the Soul Journey lesson cards from James Van Praagh. So if there are any lessons, anything that we have to know, I'm gonna tell you a little bit more also about the moon in Gemini, what it is about. So finding balance between thinking and feeling, becoming one with the change and really allowing yourself to do the change, listening to your intuition. Okay. So the first card that came up is Pride. Okay. Being proud of everything that you have accomplished, of everything that you have done this year. We can do a little review of everything that happened this year. This is the last full moon. Everything that we have accomplished, everything that we have learned, the new things that we have started. So the mantra on this card is, I love myself and I see myself in everyone. So everyone in our life is our mirror. We are attracting those people for a reason. They are at that moment in our time showing us something, and we are attracting them with the frequency we are in at that time. So what I would say also about pride, being proud of everything that we have accomplished, but I also want to talk about on the other side, not doing things out of pride, which is, for example, it's the negative aspect of it. So we feel like this is underneath our standards or something like that, and that's why this mantra says that we are all equal, and that we can see ourselves in I don't know, I have a fly here, I'm sorry, in everyone. Okay, so okay. Let's see what is the next card. Self-esteem. Okay. With this also I would mention self-worth. Okay. On which areas of your life are you not trusting yourself? What is the reason that you stopped trusting yourself, your inner guidance, your intuition? This is the time that you can really see that. Okay. So being having self-esteem, being confident in who you are, in what you do, Yeah, in what you, everything that you are and that you do and that you think. So the mantra is, I possess gifts of the soul that benefit me and others. Okay. So really stepping into your soul journey and using your soul gifts. Yeah. Um, and by that helping yourself and everyone else in your life. What I love, both cards are yellow, so it is everything about our power, about plexus area. So really being in our power, okay, and letting go of everything that is taking our power away. Okay, some questions also for self-reflection at this time. Oh, beautiful. And the last card is the card of love. Okay. I commit to the practice of seeing the good in all things. So really doing things out of love because you love yourself, and doing things also that we love. Committing to be in this frequency all the time, which doesn't mean that we are suppressing other emotions and feelings, but that we are always aligning back to this frequency, and by activating this frequency in our bodies and in our life, seeing what is out of alignment with love, and seeing also the source of it. Okay. Another card deck that I felt to pick and to play with is the Crystal Grid Oracle deck. So we are really looking into this time of the Winter Solstice, the longest night in the year, which is, it depends on which hemisphere we are living. So it is a time of Winter Solstice for the people that are living in Northern Hemisphere, and in the Southern Hemisphere is the Summer Solstice, and it's actually the longest day, okay, of the year. So of course, when I'm mentioning this, I want to also mention the mantra that was in this year's guide. Allow yourself, which is about winter solstice, allow yourself to dive deep within, deep into the darkness, into the shadow, into the unknown, into the subconscious, into everything and nothing. And know that everything is scary until you understand it. So when you understand things, you're not scared of them anymore. So having that in mind, and let me also see the summer solstice incantation. I just want to. Okay, summer solstice is, let us celebrate the light within and without the sun and all the blessing it brings. Okay. Okay. So like I said, now I'm gonna use the Crystal Grid Oracle deck. So let's see what comes up with this deck. Boundaries. Okay, that was an important thing for me in this last week, because I had a lot of things going on in my body personally. It was a really intense time before the full moon for me personally, especially on a body level, like I said. And after that, so much clarity. So it was like a purging week, and then coming into alignment. So when we are going through something, it's important that we create this sacred space for ourselves. So that we are creating this container for ourselves in which we feel safe. So it is important that we know what our priorities are. So what is the most important thing for us right now? And putting boundaries with people, situations, whenever it is needed. Okay? Saying no to what is not in alignment with yourself, and saying yes to yourself. For me personally, this moon and this time really showed me the things that were not in alignment anymore, and everything from the past that needed to go. And it started actually with the 12-12 portal. Okay, and the third one is channel. With the 12-12 portal, the portal in which our light bodies were activated, and of course until 21st, it is a really powerful time. Okay. So the card channel, being a channel of the light, allowing the light beings to work through you. So we can be the clear channel. We have to go through this purging, necessary purging. And with the frequency rising on earth, we have to clear everything in our selves as well that is not in alignment with the frequency the earth is entering in, so we can vibrate on this new level. Okay, so we are becoming actually the clear channel. Okay, in one way or the other, you can experience that all the ideas are more clear to you. Let me know if there is any. I'm not actually seeing if there are any comments. So yeah, I'm sorry for that. I'm gonna answer to you later. Okay, I got distracted. I'm sorry. So the third card. So beautiful, light bringer. So yeah, we can really feel like this whole December, it is really powerful month, and with the portal itself, 12-12 portal, the doors really opened up. So yeah, allow yourself to step in the frequency of light and the frequency of love, which is actually, these both cards are one under the other. I'm gonna take a picture also when we are done with everything. It's actually really beautiful. Pride, self-esteem, love, becoming a channel, light bringer, and putting boundaries. So putting boundaries, how important that is at this time, so we can really step into this frequency, and so by helping also ourselves, that we can also help everyone and everything around us. Okay, using also as always the Starseed Oracle deck. Okay. You are not alone. This card makes sense. I've been receiving many messages for different people going through different things, and with the holidays and the programming that we have in our society, many people can feel lonely, and with the restrictions and everything, you can feel lonely. So this reminder that we are not alone and that we can always ask for help is a beautiful reminder, and finding this stability in ourselves. So isolation, physical connection, community. So finding your community, finding your tribe. Yes, with what I was mentioning before, that it was really the frequency, that it was really the time right now to heal everything that is not in alignment of the highest frequency of yourself. Yes, also here I would put out the questions like, why are you sticking in relationships that are not supporting you? Why are you doing things that you actually don't want to do? Also, all these beliefs, programming, everything that we took on from our family, from our society, this could be really shown to you right now, okay? Facing, of course, when we are talking about winter solstice, we have the chance to face our shadow, okay? And see which wounds are open and are ready to be healed, okay? Okay. Star Brothers. The card about loyalty, about Horus energy, protection, safety, and trust. Okay. So, yes, what I would say with this card is healing the connection with the divine, with the divinity inside of you, sacredness of yourself, of your being, and knowing that you are protected, that you are safe, and with safety and protection also healing all the experiences from your past that you didn't feel safe, that you didn't feel protected. Especially here we are talking about home, about our parents, about our father, about our mother. So it is really potent time to heal that as well, and you can see this duality and unity on the other side. So really the chance for harmony and balance. Okay, and with the card Star Brothers, what I would also point out is the frequency and the energy of a father. So work with the Divine Father. Okay, the inner masculine energy. And the last card, Force don't follow. Forge don't follow. Pave a new path, be the leader you wish you had. So it was a really interesting message that I received today. Okay, there are things that you have learned from society, there are things that you have learned from your family, there are things that you have learned in schools, in your at your job. So if you combine all this knowledge that you have from all these different areas, places, experiences, how would you live your life, okay, without any restrictions, without any limitations, expectations, pressure? How would you live your life? What would you do, okay? So also allowing yourself to walk your path the way you want to, and not looking at others, okay? If you are different, if your path is different, there is nothing wrong with that. That is actually being courageous, allowing yourself to do something completely different the way you are guided, okay? And yes, combining all those knowledge and wisdom that you have received from this lifetime and many other lifetimes. Okay, before I finish this Facebook Live, I also want to look into and use our last deck, is how can you self-care, sacred self-care oracle deck, how can you support yourself at this time? Okay, so the last cards, journal. Okay, what I was guided to do these days was dreaming about my future, dreaming and creating, okay, with my mind. So with this full moon in Gemini, it's really important that we are cautious of our thoughts, okay, and that we really create what we want, okay. And on the other side, with journaling, it is really good thing to ground things, to let go of the things from the past. So for many people right now, a lot of people from the past were entering their life. And even if you're getting emails or calls or messages, even if you are just getting memories coming back, do a little exercise and ask yourself, okay, this person is coming up for a reason, and ask yourself, what do I still want to tell this person? If there is no chance for you to do that, and if you don't want to do that physically, just allow yourself to do this exercise. So what is still there for you to express, so you can really let go of everything? So like I said, a little exercise. What do I still want to say to this person? Okay. The second card, abundance planning, a beautiful one. Okay. So like I said, give yourself time to dream. Dream what you want to create, and also allowing yourself and your life to be a paradise. You can live in the paradise. These are the energies that are integrating on earth. And I know that with this duality that you can feel with everything that has to be healed, so you can step into this frequency. But yes, you can, you are allowed, you are worthy to live in the paradise, in the frequency of love and in the frequency of light. Okay. And the third one, positive affirmations. Okay, so whatever is not in alignment, that it's not working for you, that you can catch yourself, that you are having negative thoughts, change those thoughts with something positive and with something that you actually want to create in your life. So the first card is, the first affirmation is, I love myself. I am brave, I'm beautiful, I'm worthy, I am grateful, I'm healthy and I'm happy. I choose love. Okay. Okay, so let me just go quickly through everything. The colors that I can see, so what are the colors that are most present in this reading are yellow, violet, and also, yeah, actually yellow and violet, I would say, and also pink. So really, yellow is the color of power, the color of the sun, the color of the energy. We all need sun to survive, okay? The plants, the animals, people, everything alive needs the sun. The violet energy, of course, its color is connected with the wisdom, with transformation, with transition. So it's actually also, the colors are telling us that we are going through huge transition. We are stepping deeper into our power and deeper into love. Okay? So in this time, it is important that we create sacred space for ourselves, that we put boundaries, that we say no to the things that are not in alignment with ourselves and with what we want to create, that we, with every step, align ourselves back to love and back to the light, so we can, with everything that we are doing, really go through this clearing that is happening on earth, so we can become this clear channel of light, and by our frequency, by everything that we are bringing the light and also radiating this light everywhere that we go. so that we are this lighthouse for others. So allowing ourselves to see the light in ourselves and the light in others. And I'm sorry for the noise in the background. And knowing that we are not alone, knowing that we are always protected, healing this connection with the divine, with the sacredness within ourselves and in life in general. So where are we wounded the most, where something that was really important to us was taken from us, or something happened that maybe we lost it. Maybe the thing that I would also mention here is the abandonment, feeling abandoned, feeling betrayed, healing all that, allowing yourself to let go of those past experiences so you are not vibrating with this energy anymore, and really connecting with the divine Father, and healing everything with your own Father, okay? Looking into the relationship with your Father. Like I said, because this is the longest night in the year, allow yourself the time for self-reflection, the time for resting, integration, journaling, planning, really planting some beautiful seeds, and allowing yourself, by getting this clarity, to really step on your path of your divine destiny. Being proud of everything that you have done until now, being confident and being in the frequency of love. This is what I wanted to do, a little reminder. Thank you everyone for joining me, and see you in the next Facebook Live.